Is this thing on? Hello, hello. What is up? What is Uppington? I am back indeed. I am. Blue Jade VR, hi. Nacho112122. Pretty funny name, can't lie. Hi. Dariacore, what am I high as fuck when? I used to do that. I used to stream like coming home from a smoke session with friends or like when I had a cart. But I don't anymore just cuz like it's a way worse experience for me as the streamer. It's a lot harder for me to be able to chat to stream in a way that's like natural. And also I'm worse at making music. Not because like my ideas are worse. I think they're the same. Sometimes they are worse, but mainly because my workflow is so much worse. Like I just get completely sidetracked. Or I have to remember how to produce like the keybinds, the menuing. I'll just do the wrong thing a lot, and it's really funny. It's like that because I had to make another account. Why? What happened to the first one? I hope nothing bad. Dariacore, but I took 12 liters of heroin. Yeah, Dariacore, but I'm dead. You got hacked? What did you download? How does that even happen? Were you trying to pirate software? Be honest. It's a safe space. It's okay. I won't berate you for it. It happens to the best of us. Now that being said, let's get a game off a shady website. Good job. I hope you learned your lesson. There are very few places on the internet that allow you to get software for free. Very few places, and I'd encourage you to ask around before you start clicking on shit that you're not so sure about. Pirated software giving us viruses, even though it's the only affordable option. I mean, look, you just gotta know where to look, allegedly. Hi, Pock. Jane Remover made dariacore. There's your answer. This is why Root Tracker never did me wrong. Allegedly. I mean, this is my first time hearing of this site. I have never visited Root Tracker. No, sirree, not me. Is Ado even avant-garde? I don't know. But yes, today we are finishing this. Well, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this in one stream just because of, well, as per the title, my hubris. All right? Me and my overly ambitious ideas. Let me see if this is working. Oh, no, my MIDI keyboard is not working. It loves to do that. No, never mind. It is working. Then why is this silent? What? Labs. Amazing. Because of my hubris, you know, it'll probably take me way too long to do the things that I want to do. But I'm still gonna try to do as much as I can this stream. Huffin featuring Hubris. It's a fire rapper name. Never realized how gas pita bread is? Well, I hope you learned, because that shit is fire. Especially, you know, pita bread and some hummus. That'll have you straight. That might save your life on a good day. You know what I mean? Some real shit. Now, I did want to do at least some grinding off camera, so I could do less like on the stream. But I always feel a little bad about working on music off stream because that takes away from, well, the magic, right? And let's say you want to look at the VOD and see how I did a certain thing if you're a producer who wants to learn from other producers. I don't want to be able to take I don't want to take away resources. Though, at the end of most tracks, if not all, I do a breakdown stream anyway. But seeing something made and then having a person explain how it was made is a little different than seeing the thing actually get made in real time. You know, because you get to see what led to the decision, the mistakes made along the way to get to the final result. You know, I think that's a part of the magic. What are the chances someone turned one of your songs to funk? 0. They'd just be making a new song. And the only song you could turn into funk that is, let's say, mine, I guess, is Huffin. And it would suck. I know it would suck, because it's an instrumental song. Funk is not instrumental. And if you completely change the instrumental, then you've just made a new song. So it's still not even the same, like, principle. Oh shit, I have to unplug my controller. I already see the vision as possible. Yeah, but I feel like... Don't tempt me. I almost want to... It's not possible to unsee it. Yeah, now it's stuck in my head. I'm kind of hearing it. Would that be sampling or interpolation then? I think if you're changing the chord progression, it's interpolation, probably. I think even if you're not, it's bordering on interpolation, but it's still sampling. Just add a bit crushed slam sound effect every half second, and it's basically funk. Man. Huh? Alright. Well, we have a lot to do today. I have to finish, or actually, you know, do the build-up that I wanted to do here. I just didn't put the synths in. I want to fill out this section and actually put stuff in the gaps. It's not just going to be reverb and chords. It'll be like, you know, some growls that I don't know how to do, because I only know how to do like super classic sounding growls. Any like more modern sound design I'm pretty bad at, but we can figure it out. I just really don't want this to take like 17 streams, you know, because after a while it loses its magic, and it limits the chance of you all, the viewers, actually listening to the damn thing after the fact. Also, my headphones broke, so I have to have the right ear play a little louder than the left if I want it to be centered. Which also means that like certain frequencies across certain ears don't sound the same. I don't know how this happened. It just happened. And sucks. And I'm gonna get new headphones soon. Soon I start working a job. And I don't know if it's going to be a good one. And I don't know if it's going to have good hours. And I don't know if it's going to be consistent days. But as time goes on, I'll let you know what effect it has on the streams, if any at all. Right now, it's seeming like no. But it could down the line. But it does mean that I'm less strapped for cash, which is just better mentally. You know, and it's never good for the soul to feel like your head is barely above water. You know, so let's go. Shouts out. The place was super desperate, though, which alludes to a work environment that might be less than savory. But I don't really know anything. It's all speculation. We'll see. That being said, let's see what we have so far and work off of the rest. Right. That's what we got so far. It is fucking crazy, as per usual. And I made the little instrumental gap here a little more... I just changed it a bit. I slightly adjusted this chord. I don't know what this is called. Because I could have... I don't know which note is like the weird one. But it sounds very cool. You know, and then chord change. Oh, I might do it again here. Would it even make sense? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on, hear me out. I'm keeping that. Beautiful stuff. Really cool sounding. Also, this track, when it's rendered, it will be slowed down to 166. Because this is an alt post, all my alt posts are microtonal. Actually, no, I didn't do that for fucking, what's it called? For Turbo Blast, did I? Standing. Did I do that? Fucking dickhead. I didn't. So I'll be keeping it... I won't be keeping it this fast. I know that. I want to slow it down. But like the whole thing after the fact. Not like change the BPM now and fucking... Because it'll also change the key. And the key will be a little lower by 1 note. Maybe 2. Which sounds crazy. And no plus reverb, just slowed. So now I have to fucking... put whatever the hell here. And here, and here. But not here, because we already have something. You know. And we'll figure that out right now. Can you add a UA bass for a fill? Probably. Probably not. I'll figure it out. Okay. Oh boy. This is gonna take... I know this is gonna take forever. This might just be the whole stream. For fuck's sake. Oh boy, bass fill time. I don't want it to be, but there's a strong chance that it will be. Very strong chance. That being said, if you liked what you heard so far, please hit like. Would be nice. And I'm asking nicely. You don't want to hear what it'll sound like if I ask meanly. Yaoi base 1. It might come sooner than expected, is all I have to say on that matter. So, let me start with a fucking, like, preset, because there's probably something that I can work with, that I can just variate. Hold on. Let me do what I know first, and what I know first is I might add, like, one of these. Why is this a saw and not, like, huh? One of these. What I actually want to do is, hold on. Ow. No, what I actually want to do is render out a bit of it and then put it back into a serum as its own wavetable so that I could work with it easier, because this already has like sub in it. And I don't know if I want there to be sub like at all, but I know that high passing it isn't gonna like achieve the same effect as I'm looking for. Basically, what I want to do is have that play, and then where's the button? It's right here. But you're just learning that's even a thing you could do. There's a little hidden button that allows you to render out a one shot, which then allows me to oh boy. No, that's not very consistent, is it? Why is it? I mean, close enough. Right? And then I can take away the, this. So there's like no sub in it. Or a lot less. In a more natural way than you could do with a high pass. Let me just... And I know that there's a bit of this too. Isn't there a single button that converts the sound into a wavetable? No. Not that I know of. It's just these. You're probably thinking of Serum 2. What does this even sound like? Oh. It's under the menu tab, I think. Oh, yeah? Say... Resample to oscillator A? Well, because it also has, like, an effect chain on it, you know? Because the only reason why Crookers works, it's two sines distorted into each other. So let me open up a new Quokers. And change this back to sine waves. And that's not it. So Would it be resample to A? All right. There we go. You're right. You are completely right. You are completely right. I'll do that instead. But this is still useful, just not now. And I need to... Oh, what is this even... That's interesting sounding. There's still this. What if I just get rid of all this? Yeah, cool. It's a little thin, but we can save that later anyway. But yeah, awesome. Okay, we have a Crookers now. So... what am I even gonna do? Here's my idea. Kind of like that. And then... Let me just bring it back up. Sound goodizer. And EQ it in a way that doesn't make it as annoying. And maybe... Will this help or hurt? Something like that. You know what I mean? You know? I could be here forever on that EQ. I'll just save it for now. And I want to see if I could make a bass out of basically just two saws. And we're gonna have to start from scratch. This is gonna take forever. And this probably won't be the most entertaining watch because, unfortunately, for as much as I appear to be competent, I don't really know what I'm doing. But whatever, right? One, two, three, four, 1, 2. And it would be like, and I don't even know how I would go about doing this. Do you like Since I Left You? I don't think English is your first language. Okay. This will take forever. And let's just start with the album. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you think saying the artist name is going to help me if I have no idea what you're talking about? Let's do longer pitch bend, start it earlier. You know, and do sub direct out. Yeah. So then I can do like let's automate the EQ. You know? And maybe automate what am I doing? Automate the Q of it as well, so it's not always, you know, we're starting to get somewhere. And then I want to do one of these as well. What was the goal with the sound? I wasn't paying attention. I'm too lazy to say it again. What if I add another saw that's like this? And nope. And what happens if I just put on what would happen? Okay, we're getting somewhere. And then let me do the pitch bend starts even earlier but takes even longer. And maybe we do FM something. Like, no level here. And like... you know? And maybe we... What would it sound like with like an all pass on it? Terrible. Is the answer. And what if I change the filter? No, that's still cooler. Okay. I might have to change the wavetable from a saw to something like useful. Ow. It's really loud. And terrible. Jesus Christ. And it's kind of tame it a little bit, and then another OTT maybe. Ow. Kind of sounds terrible, can't lie. Look, sound design is not my strongest suit, but we'll figure it out. You know what could work? Maybe a notch. If I can read. Maybe we just change the wavetable entirely. I hope you can hear where I'm trying to go at least. Too many odd harmonics, I think. Ow. Maybe we don't do the 1-2, we just... Maybe with this flow idea, we go back to wherever the hell the other wavetable was. I don't even know what it was. I think it was, nah. Oops. closer. It's definitely closer. What if it's just one long... You know? Why does it flip like that? If there's enough 1-2 in the notes, so I can just leave the flow, like... In order that's more tasteful, just gotta find a wavetable that doesn't blow. That's closer. I almost want to go back. You know what I mean? Or maybe... You know? You know what I mean? Is it starting to make sense? Non-linear filter. Oh shit. Oopsies. And then we can... You know what I mean? You're here? Hi. I'm trying to growl. It's with varying results. Oh god. I'm straying away from the plot. Oh, you're neuring? I mean, it's a kind of growl. It is kind of neuro bass-esque. You're not wrong. I'm just doing what I'm hearing on my head, which is hard to, because what I'm hearing on my head is very grandiose due to my hubris. My hubris is showing. I just learned I'm already ascending? Good. You didn't see the painstaking process it took to get here. Yeah, I think that's like it. It's a little crackly, you know what I mean? And that could be as a result of... What can it be as a result of? Sounds sick. I want to make it sound a little sicker, though. If I can. I'm looking at you in VR chat with your friends. Oh, God. Hi, friends. Don't mind me. I'm just over here blowing ass at producing, but we're getting somewhere. ENT. I'm going to save this for later. I got to write it down. Nope. Obligatory square fill later on? Oh, yeah. No, for sure. What is the wave table? 23 people. Yo, tell them to pull up. Yeah. Actually, no, it's fine. I don't want like an inflation of stats if they're only going to be here for the one time. But hi, friends. You got a lot of friends. That's a whole classroom. Oh, shit. Most of them aren't? Well, hopefully you make some new friends today. It's like the Derma stream playing in a bar. Something to the effect, yeah, right? It kind of is. Most of them aren't there. Oh. Well, tell them to pull up. No, wake them up. Yeah, this needs more body. And this will probably be like a piano fill. Like in dun 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 dun. Da, you know, because the next note is... But like a super reverb piano. I don't know if I'm gonna use the same piano as I did earlier. I might just do that instead and not overcomplicate things. Let me just boom. Boom. Maybe hear it sounds at first and then I'll change it if I need to. Oh wait, I already have the pattern right here. Dun 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 dun. All max velocity too, so you get that real like pluck. Yeah, I think this works just fine. Stay in character. Are you implying I'm not real? Oh, I can't. I have to do like... Wow. Do I want to end it earlier, though? What piano VST do I use? It is Keyzone. I got it from a Dylan Talchi video about, like, free plugins or something. It's kind of shit in the sense that, the only, like, decent-sounding piano out of the patch that I like is Yamaha. The other one, like, the Keyzone piano, as an example, it's like... It's pretty good for those dreamy piano applications. That's more like natural, right? But also, if you... I'm gonna take the reverb off real quick. If you turn the release all the way down, there's a click. So you have to like click on it and very slightly move your cursor up to remove it. And even then, it's not like a perfect like no release. That's why I have a preset called no release, so that I can load it up without having to do that every single time. That's stay away from my friends. Pierce the veil. Actually, EBK reference. Yeah. Good song. Oops, I forgot the... They use sound fonts. That also works. The only reason why I use this is because with a sound font, the sound will be the exact same every single time you hit the note, right? And if you want a more natural sound, you get like a VST. And if you want the very digital sound, you get a sound font, which I'm not opposed to using. I think I have a direct wave preset somewhere that is just the Undertale piano, which I could get it from a sound font, but I'm lazy and also don't feel like loading into 32-bit. You keep projecting with microboy messages. We got a fight in chat. Yeah. Okay, so okay. What type of humor do you have? You talking to me? Meet me in BO2. That's a taste of my sense of humor. You know, I was an online gamer for a bit and a dank memer for a very long time. And some of that was a bit of like tasteless offensiveness. You know, I grew up watching iDub, Filthy Frank, that sort of stuff. But nowadays, my humor is a lot more dry, British. You know, as a result of watching a lot of Top Gear, I partially remember you doing something with Minecraft. Well, yeah, I was a Sky Wars player on the Hive for Bedrock Edition. I was kind of at the time, like more of a comfort streamer, you know what I mean? And at that time, that's when I started getting more like pun-y with my humor, which I still have that too. A lot of like dad humor, you would call it, despite not being one of those. It's a weird mix. I used to be top 3 on CubeCraft. Yeah, bro. Fucking CubeCraft. I'm sorry. No hate, but actually all hate. Also, hi, Hydra, but all hate. Because, like, what is CubeCraft? Alright? You gotta walk to PvP if you want to crit on the floor. Like, they wanted to emulate Java KB so bad on Bedrock. That takes away from the fact that you're playing on Bedrock. You know, it was so odd. It was so odd. You know, I definitely gave it a whirl. I knew somebody who was really good. If you were top 3 on CubeCraft, that means you should know who Nano is. And if you don't, then I doubt your top 3 credibility, personally. Because that guy was good at the game. That guy was good at CubeCraft specifically. He's the one who taught me the ways. And then I stopped playing that shit because it's like so contrarian to every other PvP server on Bedrock Edition for no reason. Like, if you play Pot, you can carry that over to Hive, you know? Or if you play, like, Bedfight or, like, a game mode, like, on, like, let's say, like, Zika, or, like, you play, like, what was it, Versailles? Or, like, if you're, like, old enough to remember Let's Game, which isn't that long ago, relatively speaking, you know, you can carry that shit over to other servers for the most part, except for Cubecraft. You know what I mean? It was its own thing. It was so odd. I am hating, but it's all love. But yeah, chat. How would you describe your sense of humor? Type below. Well, not really to below. I think it's to the right of the stream, but you know. Your friend said gay humor. That can mean a lot of things. You know, I'm gonna assume you want acoustic drum crews, overcompress, you sound good and stuff like this. Maybe. That just gave me an idea, actually. Fuck. You could slide it in my server in sauce posting. That you can find that over here below feedback above bots. Not many people post here. Not people. My name is Eminem. Your girl wanted an Eminem, so I gave her Eminem. Not many people post there. That's all right, and I'll check them out. That just gave me an idea to make my own, actually, because I forgot I can just do that. Drumica. No, not empty power drum kit. Could you fucking imagine? It's a contact library. I gotta open contact. I find season 1 Rick and Morty hilarious. I think if I go back and watch it, I'll also think the same thing. I remember it being hilarious. Oh, my humor is also very asshole-ish. I was scared you're gonna pull up addictive drums. I've actually never used addictive drums. Smiling Friends humor is great too, like the casual, like banter humor, like that's like you know, Australian inspired really. Like it's not very American, because American humor tends to be over the top and like deliberate, you know, which is fine because there's time and place. But like I like British humor a lot too, just the dryness of it, the candid nature of it, the very quick fire, you know, blink and you'll miss it, but like it'll really get you in the guts. She's pretty gay. Please don't read this. Well, okay, you can't don't read this out loud after the message. I read left to right, top down. So you made the mistake, not me. Don't blame the streamer, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. Despite you being you know what I'm, okay, don't even, like, drums. Yeah, awkward humor. Yeah. That stuff too. I don't know, like, what I would consider to be like my favorite. I know right now it's like the super candid, sort of dry British almost humor. Maybe highbrow, if you will, but not really, because I also like very stupid puns. As far as humor that I like, that I say out loud, it's dumb. It's very dumb humor. Yeah, British humor is chuckle. It's a constant chuckle. Sometimes I just die though. You know what I mean? Depending on the situation, depending on like the joke, you know, who's saying it. I think the Ricky Gervais show, like the podcast he did with the two others, and I forget their names, and it's very sad because the one who's the funniest is never really trying to be funny. Bald guy, perfectly round head as they describe it. God, that shit kills me. Every time. Every single time, without fail. FFL Studio to my mic. Oh, yeah, nice. Humor is most effective when in the right situation. Absolutely, it's all situational. I used to run FL through my mic all the time on Discord. As just a means of post-processing. Like, I would just have like a whole effect chain, you know, noise gate, EQ, compression, some de-essing, all that sort of stuff, just to like, cause like in like the raccoon eggs era, oh, I love raccoon eggs too. That sense of humor as well, very blunt delivery. the raccoon eggs era of Discord, a lot of people were like on an arms race on Discord for who could have the best mic quality. It got to the point where I was hopping on ripcord so that I could have better audio quality and also have stereo audio quality. You know, nowadays there's like so many different alternative Discords. I think like nowadays better Discord plugins can do it, which back then that wasn't the case. But like yeah, there was a whole thing, you know, plug in my JSlat funny mic humor. Sometimes depends on the situation. I want to buy a C920. I think that's the webcam. I've always wanted a C920. That was more back then, less so now. But it's a funny mic to have. Okay. This has always been the contradiction of comedy for me. I think he's all right. He's got his moments. You know what I mean? Why is this like so quiet? I'm gonna make it louder anyway. Weezer and 9/11. Oh, I can't count. Very simple fill. I'm just gonna compress the ever-living fuck out of it. But I have to select a good preset for it. I think it's a good one. That one's pretty good to start with. And then I just get a little crazy with the compression. I mean, there was a part of me that found Schlatt funny at some point. I know when I first saw him doing his shtick on like I forget, it was an SMP with like Carson on it. I don't know if it wasn't Dream SMP, it was like some other shit. I had a friend who had his humor, but the friend was more of a fan of Swagger Soul than anyone, which is really funny how that works. SMP Live. There you go. Saw him doing his shtick, you know. I thought it was okay. You know what I mean? I think his humor is okay. It's not for me. I'm not a chuckle sandwich kind of guy either. Did you guys enjoy the World Cup? Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just meh. Yeah. I mean, I was very devastated to see England lose. Fitz's crew was pretty funny. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was edgy, but that's of its time. You know, like I'm not really hating on the fact that it was edgy. I'm not saying that like it's not necessarily the case that it was like a cop out to be edgy, you know? Why am I adjusting the kick mic? There's no fucking kick in the I'm a special character, aren't I? Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I watched a bit of the Misfits podcast. I just know at that time, what BPM are you right now? Clipping some stuff? 180. 180. Really enjoyed early William Johnson a lot. I wasn't tapped in, so it probably wouldn't hit for me now. Thank you. You're welcome. Tell me random BPM. 173.685. It wouldn't hit at all. Well, you don't know that. Maybe it would. kind of funny. One of them transitioned. It is funny. Also expected for the time too. I just kind of like. Yeah, it's ironic. And I expected it. And look, let me just say, my friend, my friend who sounded like Swagger Souls, trying to do a Joe Swanson impression, who eventually discovered Swagger Souls because I told him he sounded like Swagger Souls. Should have never told him that, by the way. I think I'd be in a better place. No, I'm joking. We eventually had like a streamer group of people who were initially misfits sound-alikes, but then just kind of branched out to be more people that were funny. It got too big, too many people who weren't of the same circle, in the same VCs and all that. A lot of infighting. It collapsed. A part of that group, I'm one that transitioned, so it's funny how that works. Also, 3.1415. 92653589793234626. Whatever. And just have it clip hard as hell. Ow, I forgot. Why do the small streamers always have the most interesting stories? Because small streamers, for the most part, unless they know live streaming, also live lives outside of streaming, right? So I just have a lot of life experience to reference. You know, you live life, you develop lore. Simple as that. You wouldn't see Kai Snat talk about this. Also because there's not really that much of a chance to do so. You know, it doesn't make for a great clips. And also maybe his life just isn't that interesting. Maybe that's the case, you know. You would probably see that happen more like on like a podcast or something. But a lot of the time streamers just want to move it along when it comes to their segments, and their chat moves too fast for them to see the questions out and make them talk about anything interesting. You know, it also helps that I've been doing it for long enough to be able to practice articulation and practice like saying the thing in a way that sounds interesting. You know, because like some people have interesting things happen to them, they just have no idea how to talk about them in a way that's captivating, and so like it just kind of falls flat, and they choose just not to instead. On the topic of Kai, oh boy, Kai, don't talk about this because when he does, he'll have moments like this, they'll be on camera, so they would have already happened. Yeah, but like, you know, the time before streaming and all that. Do I like him? I'm indifferent. I know that he's a little ignorant when it comes to like social issues, but that's many people are, especially when you're at the top like that. You know, if you're like mad normie pilled, you know, a lot of people who wouldn't have been into streaming as a concept are now into streaming because of IRL streaming. So there's more eyes on it. I mean, I don't care about him enough to dislike him. You know what I mean? I don't like attribute too much energy. He might have a little. Yeah, but like if you're streaming, are you normal? It's rare that you're completely neurotypical if you decide the best way to spend your time is live streaming. You know what I mean? And all the things that come with it. Tell me a random key. Let's go D harmonic minor. Gotta make this way louder. You think I'm normal? Thank you. Not. But I don't know what I would have. I don't have anything like diagnosed, right? So yeah, let's make it a little crunchy. Why not? You know, a little soft clippage. You know, a little, you know. No politic. Oh boy. No, the Mondani post was tough. Everyone has some wires crossed up there, it's fine. Yeah, but no. But kind of. You know, humans are not the same. Normal is a social construct. Yada, yada, yada. But, look, I'm just really good at talking. So I'm really good at appearing like I'm normal. Everyone on the internet. Okay, never mind, you're right. That has a lot more validity to it. Now, I will say, and it does annoy me when this happens, because it happens often, when I do encounter or make friends with somebody who's, let's say, on the spectrum, they always ask me if I am too. So it's like, that's not proof of anything. I always say no because to me the answer is no. And I think they just want someone to relate to, which is fine. But it's like I always get accused, you know? I always get autist investigated. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Autist investigated. Not a real one. I just made that shit up on the spot. I'm Shakespeare. Autist investigated. I always get autist investigated. It's a crime, you know? But it's like, it's just, that's my life. I'm too much of a gamer to be perceived as normal by neurodivergent people. But neurotypical people also think I'm just cool, so it's like, whatever. You should ghostwrite for Drake? No. I don't think so. OMG, all people can't do anything? I hate that sentiment. Because, well, yeah, it's true, but that's like the point. That's the idea. That's why, like, it's so just... Like, yeah, it's a funny joke, but it's also just like, damn, that's kind of very subtractive, you know? Wait, hold on, I need to... Shut the fuck up. Just a little more EQ. Because there's a bit too much of this. And I gotta put a balance on the end of this because the bass will ring out. That autistic joke was an example of British humor. Bleak but funny. Yeah. Guess you could say that. Yeah, Zarski. Yeah, Zarski. Random fucking drum fill that sounds epic. I might put this here instead because I might want another growl fill. Are you doing okay? Me? I'd say so. You know, life has its trials and tribulations that it decides to put me through because, you know, life says fuck it. But nothing I can't handle. Just bounce out random drum fill? Oh, hell yeah. Come on, let me zoom out farther. Clean out compression, you gotta slam shit out of it. Heard, chef. What channel again? Sauce posting. This is where you post sauce. Creative resources, samples, things of the like. I never know what this chat even talks about. I don't think it's a consistent subject, which is good. You know? I like that it has the flexibility. Can you link up with Xavier's So Based? That would be a very interesting link up. I don't know if I have the motion right now, but one of these days. Maybe. You never know. Wait, I can't count. Oh my fish paste. Did y'all see Jane on Smosh? I heard it was like a Smosh lookalike or something along those lines, but no, I didn't see Jane on Smosh. I mean, it is predominantly music producer, but a lot of the times the chat is never talking about producing. Would you let Fresh Boy Swag move in with you? Probably not. Unless I could have some financial support, in which case, maybe I might take the chance. Oh, podcast? Oh, yeah. Interview, Jane Remover. You know, how did you do? Da, da, da. Fresh is homeless. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. That's all I can say. Would you let Clavicular move in with you? No. No. I don't think Clavicular would let Clavicular move in with me. I'm gonna keep it a bean. But it's an easy no. It's an easy no. Why not? Didn't he run a kid over? I don't know. Prav is in Israel as we speak. Please. Why not? What's tangible reason that I can give that isn't just he's clavicular? Because I think that's a cop out. I mean, like, yeah, his demeanor, just his opinions. Like, he's a very stubborn person, it seems. And I just think that we would get into a lot of arguments. Like, setting aside the ideological differences, you know, we just wouldn't vibe. Would you let Don't answer that. You know what? I won't. You can keep it a mystery. Uploaded. Oh boy. You know what? Yeah, let's give this. Fuck. Let's give this a gander. I might use that like during the drop, actually. Straight up. Straight up. Not mine. I'm gonna make a folder for you. Diami drums. Have all the individual mics? I'm good. I appreciate it. I'm good. I'm not that nice. I haven't worked with actual drums. You know what I mean? I just work with VSTs, and I just you know, I fuck with the master track usually. It's rarely the case that I have to like level each individual drum. Sometimes I do, but if I don't, then I just try to mix around it. And if it ever becomes an issue, then you know I'll speak up. But I'm good. Thank you though. I really appreciate it. And we are going to change this. Is master not the mix? The levels good before I record. Yeah, fire. No, it sounded good from what I could hear. I could definitely work with that, and I might actually use that for the drop. Like, I'm straight up. Now, don't fuck around asking for 50% because you're gonna get like any number times 0 is 0. That's all I could say. Yeah. I need 60% of 0, thanks. We'll work it out. Invoice me at Lemonade Mouth, New York, New York. You can figure out the rest. 10% per drum hit. Oh my fuck. If it exceeds 100, then I'm gonna have to owe you a cut of the 0. Have you seen the horse who can calculate cube root perfectly? I have not. Ow. Ow. Oh, that's a growl. That's a growl, right? Just sounds too similar. I need to differentiate it more. Something like that. Might turn to fucking volume to my headphones down so I don't damage my ears. Oh, that's distorted. If I listen to it on lower volume, I hear how much louder it is than the saw. This guy Pinky promised us she wasn't a dariacore producer a whole year ago. I did say that, didn't I? Fuck. 3-minute alt track, holy, it'll probably be like 5 minutes at the end of it. You know, and that's just my hubris. Okay, I think it's about time to put this on a different track so that I could tame the crackliness of it. Nope. Save this in case it crashes, because it might do that. Oopsies. No, it's like this. What if I reverse? No. Maybe. Maybe. Because it's high. It's gonna be way too low. What? Oh, because I fucking muted it. It's gonna consider it not a real note. Because of course not. How could it be so naive, FL Studio? Did you use an EAS sound effect? That was that long ago? That was the Planet of the Fembread title track. Jesus Christ, that's ancient. I feel bad. Well, I mean, you got to see the evolution, because I feel like that track kind of sucks now. Which is fine. I think it's a good thing that I don't like it anymore. That was very long ago. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Duh. I'll do that instead. Wow, that's a loud-ass square. Why are you so loud? P. Yeah, can you get some P in chat? I think to match the flow of... I like making things symmetrical. You know, because this took 3 beats. Well, actually 2 beats. Well, it started... an air one and a crushed one. Oh, wait. Why do people feel the necessity to cuss in chat? It doesn't make the chat any more impactful. Sometimes it can, I believe. Oh, that's a reference. Oh, shit. Did you put it in sauce posting or did you put it in... Did you put it anywhere? Oh, there it is. Right, you can't... I'm emoting right now. You can't see my face. Thinking. I want to save this groove for a fill and a drop. You know? And also, as a result, I have an idea of how I'm going to process said groove. I do like the suggestions, though. But I got some ideas. Because it's still, like, long build-up sort of vibe, and I like what I have here. It says drop fill. Right, yeah. That gives me an idea for what to do in my version. I'll keep that in mind, for sure. But I have ideas. My hubris. My hubris is showing. Okay, so let me just fucking... How long is this? That long. I fear I won't be able to actually work on the drop today. Because I want to sleep. I have my first day at my brand new job tomorrow. I might be a fucking fry cook, and some would say I'm ready. And I'm not sorry for that. A fry cook. Yeah, you're damn right. She's trying out her word of the day. Shut up. Shut up. It's the title. I have to reference the title. And if you're liking the stream so far and you haven't hit like already, what is wrong with you? I'm wrong. What a reply. I love that, actually. I don't think I need to make a new patch, actually. Because the way I'm going to handle this is with an LFO tool. And, yeah. It's gonna be like eighth notes, like this. Smoothing on like 9, 10. You know? Something like that, and then I have to get this thing, put it here. I want to adjust. I want to see what's causing the clipping. I almost want to limit it for this section so that it doesn't clip and take away from the immersion. But there's so much other stuff that's... I tend to have this, like, if this was a fembread track, I might actually do that, but it's not. So, but, like, for sections like... Where is it? For sections like that, I like for there to not be noticeable clipping, like crackly clipping specifically, because I think that pulls from the immersion. But I don't know. I think it's good enough. It's a lemonade track. It's a lemonade mouth track after all. So, oh yeah, this is my. You weren't here for this. This is my favorite Skrillex song. That's the whole joke. Is that I thought it was a Skrillex song and it's not. That's the whole joke. It's. I'll see myself out. Who dat? Your mama. And then I would take the, well, I have to automate not only the LFO tool, but also the EQ, the mix knobs of the two respectively, because this isn't always going to be on. So I'll start it here, because if I start it on the actual sound, there will be a little, like, click. And we don't want that. Yo, you, dog. Clip the groove kind of bangs it up, taking a jazz session and clipping out bits. Check it out in a bit. How uninformed are you, man? I think they might be joking. Just a hunch. Let me link this to low pass drum. I don't even know who Skrillex is. Oh boy. Alright, why is there no sidechain here? I'm bad to be tired at 20 a.m. True, it is quite late. My faultington. Yo, can you slide the clean of that? That's actually fire. Theodore, I'm watching you. Fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks reference. I was gonna call Theo Miller to Theodore. That's actually so fire. I'm gonna call you Theodore now. That's your new name. Here are the saws. Oh, there's no sidechain here because there's not meant to be a kick. It's meant to be a growl fill. Like a little yoy. Theodore, are you hearing that? You know what? I'm gonna attribute this to it being YouTube chat culture of using actual fucking emojis. This is Facebook humor. And then I need to have the reverb shut up. Nope, I didn't want to. I already did that. up, down. No, I'm playing. Yep. 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 That's fire. I might have not used that this song. I might just use that like in the future. That's just good. That's some fire shit. And let me while I'm doing this, from says Discord. Yo, Chef, do me a favor. Don't you ever spell my name with a capital F again, please. Gracias. I just don't like the way it looks. It works loop, but it didn't trim it exactly right. There's a bit at the beginning that puts it off, but it's locked to 180. Oh, I can work with that. I was waiting for the day someone would pull some funny shit. No, that also has a... Wait, what the hell? Oh, it's just muted, that's why. Ampersand fembread. Right. I'm gonna say none of these work, but A for creativity. You know what I mean? Fembread with the leet speak. I'm about to make that my hightail username. Because somebody fucking took fembread for some reason. There are so many words in the English language that you would think would make better like OG names, but of course somebody took fembread on fucking hightail. And I bet their ass too. I'm gonna get into hightail PvP, I think. That's why I say their ass. They're probably just a fucking survival player. I stole a fembread? Yeah, mama. You did not. I'm calling your bluff. Wait, I have my 2 cents about OGs. Well, yeah, OGs like Door or people who snipe names for the sake of having a sniped name but never play in the account because they think it's going to be worth something later are kind of a scum of the earth. But I think somebody who goes by an alias on the internet that just happens to be like OG name-esque is fine. Dubstep producer names sound like fake OG PvP names. Wait, that's actually fire. Wait, like imagine you're playing pot PvP and you queue up against Square 4 and you like wait, you're actually onto something. That is so that's genius. That's genius. Might as well say something real quick before I get some sleep. Oh, yeah. Hope you all have a decent enough stream. It ain't much, but shit. I mentioned 1% because of Balatro. Yeah, if anything will do it to you, it's that. Glad to hear that you at least have 1% left in you. You know, you're not completely brain dead. But I hope you sleep well. Okay, and then we have to automate in an LFO and LFO tool for this section as well, which I might just, instead of making a new automation clip, Sweet Dreams doll? Oh my god, that's a little forward. I made it unique. Oh. That's the sound of a plane going overhead. Going to LARP Bleach. Oh yeah? Build up LFO. Build up LFO tool. Where's Theodore? Microbe. Eyes. You guys are so mean. Okay, well the LFO, the LFO, the sidechain clicks a little bit, so let me just adjust that. Then maybe like adjust it so there's more high end towards the ends. To everyone in the stream, who is your celebrity crush? I almost said clush. Dude, what is wrong with me? Genuinely, what is wrong with me? Oh, did I link it to low pass drum? I did. I'm going to high pass the drums now. Answer the question, fembread lead speak. I can't think of any off the top of my head who I could consider a dedicated celebrity crush. Jeremy Allen White's hot. Pokemon is very objectively attractive. Senna is very objectively attractive. That's about as far as it goes, though. I'm not really a celebrity crusher. Yeah, but you knew Jen. Currently putting Aqua Deltarune over FL channel Aqua Spin Enim doesn't have enough frames. Oh. I mean, you could just duplicate some. I'm not hashtag about that. I think it's okay. But did I make it twice? I did. Fuck's sake. It feels parasocial to me. I think it's about the extent in which you act on it. Or if you do at all. You know, I'm not cutting out frames and putting them on my wall or anything. You know what I mean? I think just having it passively as like a talking point to like relate to other people is alright. K-pop fans do that? Yeah, because that's K-pop. That's different. That's absolutely different. And I guess I'll, instead of linking this one, I'll just make a new animation clip. Femcells. To a degree, yes. Absolutely. McGee Dijon. Who is that? Calling me a new gen? Sorry. Digion? Who is that? No, that's Gideon autistic. Never mind, Germa's charming. Got him. Markiplier? These are all good options. Germa loves meats. Are we sure about that? Drama is senile. Is that a result of the sidechain or a result of the... Yeah, that's the LFO tool. Is yaoi butt a woman? The answer is yes. To my knowledge. What's it to you? Don't answer for me. Well, I'm the streamer. It's what I do. Forgive me. You're gonna humph me? Oh my god. Can't say offensive things anymore. It's for the better. Why is there a pop? What's happening there? Is it because of like latency? Oh, you're calling me a tsundere. Okay, that's messed up. That's like one of the meanest things you could say to me. The fact that it's not the first time someone referred to me as such is actually a crime too. Why is this muted? Grr, humph, and growls are my favorites. Yeah. Pretty solid options. Bass, fill. And then I'm going down. Damn! I'm going to... Oh my god. I forgot I made that. I toothed out for a second. What the hell is happening? The average fembread stream is what's happening. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh. Interesting growl. I want this to yoi. I think in order to get this to yoi, I'm gonna have to use a formant filter. What? Fucking dickhead. Link to controller. I'm just gonna make a new animation clip. I was just reading a book about feminism. I'm 6'1", by the way. I'm 6'4", get on my level, says Theodore. It's funny how Theodore is 6'4". There's a bar there somewhere. Don't call me that. Okay, fine. And then for the bass fill, here's what we're gonna do. This might not work. I'm like 5'5". You're shorter than me, and I'm jealous of that. Formant filter. Hello? MIDI keyboard. Good, we can like... Bedtime sounds good. Let me know if you use that. The deep loop is so sick. I hope you sleep well. Thank you for providing some actual real good sauce. You know, like kind of like that. You're Asian? Bro, I'm class disciple. I don't think you want to be that. Browse parameters. Can I select both of these? No. Browse parameters. And we're going to... Theater... Oh, what the shit? Now, do you think that's appropriate? Ow. Yoys are hard. Yoys are hard. What is happening in my chats? I don't even want to attempt to understand. I just want to yoy. And then maybe we change the wavetable. I made it unique, right? Yeah, I did. Do you know the UI method? No, clearly not. I can do more filter work. Ow. Downsample distortion and LFO it. Yo, femboy, call me that again. I'm banning you on site. I don't care. I've had autocorrect fembread. Yeah. Well, that's for downsam. I don't want a crunch. I don't want bit crush. That talks. What does it say about you as a person? That is an interesting question to ask. Like, why would it ever autocorrect to that? Unless the word is so ingrained in culture that whatever keyboard you have recognizes that. But it's like, what are you typing into the search bars of the websites that you tend to frequent? What's going on there? Maybe we don't want to open up that can of worms. That's a yoy. That's a yai. Top 10? Why? Why top 10? Why top 10? I have so many questions. Just different variations of why top 10, essentially. According to who? Watch Mojo? Those be the best goons. Have higher standards for yourself. Bring awareness to the endangered species. No, make them extinct. I'm not gay, actually. Oh, good for you. I'm getting too invested in the bit. That you are. Keep telling yourself that. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of the automation clip there for the LFO tool. Or I have to automate the LFO tool in, because I didn't do that yet. Let me just really quickly. Oops, I gotta reverse that. And let me do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. I'm going to go now. I'm almost done. Right, I didn't fucking reverse this. Did I make it unique? I think I did, right? Yes. All right. Yeah, I think I did what I wanted to do. That's all I have ideas for right now. Or all that's all I have. That's all I have. The strength to do, the capacity, because my hubris wants me to see the full idea out. But if I do, I would be here until 5, and that ruins the AVD. No, it ruins the view percentage. Worst chat ever. There are definitely worse chats out there. Now, let it be known that Lolrix has still not spoken up. Where'd you go? Why so soon? Say something that you've been silent. Damn, Theodore on the come up. No way, I mean Theo Miller. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Slip. It's a. Oh wait, no, I gotta do this. Not this. All right. Anyway, remember where we started? Why is this on? You dickhead. I knew something would mess up. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Okay, anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, and then it's gonna be crazy feature-based drop, growl fills. That will also take forever to do. But it's something to look forward to for Monday. Because Lord knows I'm done nuts for tonight, because I need sleep, and so do you all. But so far, yay song. Yay song indeed. Shit's so fire I can't help but nut a little. And you know what? I'm so glad that it made you feel that way. I don't think I needed to know that, but I'm glad it made you feel that way. You and I went crazy on this. Precisely. You and I did indeed go crazy on this. Whoa. To sample. You and I, you and I. Hold on. Sample idea for the future. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. You already know the drill. Socials in the description. All that stuff. And I'll be back on Monday at midnight. Good night. Good luck on job. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna have some new burns on my hands. I just know it. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. And, yeah.